What do you want?
You look strong and capable, good in a fight, and brave enough to travel the world in search of adventure. If my assessment is even close to correct, I could use your help. The Konenliker, the great games to honor the reign of King Yoren, fills the city with mirth and good cheer. When a new king survives to his 10th year on the throne, we celebrate. But not everyone who has come to Windhelm is in a festive mood.
They're all the same. Give a Nord a helmet and they get all high and mighty. It's no wonder the palace is still a wreck.
Come on, help us out here. We have deadlines to meet.
You know the rules. No one's allowed inside without authorization. And I don't see our paperwork.
I don't believe
The Stormfist clan hasn't been seen in a
until you let us
decade,
in.
but they returned for these games. Since then, there have been numerous injuries and a few deaths, and I fear worse things are to come. The clan stays at the Cold Moon Inn. See what you can learn. I am the Thane of Windhelm. My father was captain of the guard. I followed in his footsteps and climbed a bit higher. We Stormcloaks helped build Windhelm centuries ago. We're an old family, and we're proud of our heritage.
Come on,
What do
help
I
us
do?
out here.
What don't I
We have
do?
deadlines to meet.
Rules and regulations. Meetings with King Yoren and other Thanes. Now I'm hosting pack delegates. A lot of political nonsense.
I'm not leaving until
Mostly,
you let us in.
I delegate so that I can guard the city. People feel safer with the Thane around.
They're
Yes, they've come for the celebration, but also to meet with King Yoren about packed business. I try not to get too involved. In fact, I'm not sure how Yoren stands all the pomp and ceremony. It would drive me insane. We don't like to talk about it. But Yoren wasn't the unanimous choice to ascend the throne. The Stormfist clan backed his challenger, and they have been associated with ill omens ever since. Discretion is called for, hence an outsider like you. Yoren's brother, Fieldgore. He desired the throne.
Come on,
Normally,
help us out
succession is
here.
determined by the crown of Freydis, but there were
You know the rules. No
complications.
one's allowed inside.
Anyway, the brothers fought, Yoren won, and Fieldgore was exiled. End of story.
I'm not
Or so
leaving
we
until you
thought.
let us in.
I am the Thane of Windhelm. My father was captain of the guard. I followed in his footsteps and climbed a bit higher. We Stormcloaks helped build Windhelm centuries ago. We're an old family, and we're proud of our heritage.
Come on, help us out here. We have deadlines to meet.
You know the rules. No one's allowed inside without authorization. And I don't see your paperwork.
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you
They're
let
all
us in.
the same. Give a Nord a helmet and they get all high and mighty. It's no wonder the palace is still a wreck.
Come, drink up. Forget your troubles.
Never have balanced that egg.
You look like you could use a drink.
Heard you fought a fierce battle in Direfrost Keep, New Blood. Our brethren said they heard fierce storms raging before you emerged. Must have been an epic battle.
Welcome to Windhelm.
Hail and all that.
Buying, selling, trading.
You don't win until you swallow every last bit of that food.
If you hadn't defeated that nasty little elf Vox, I'm sure our great King Yoren would have taken care of her.
You asked for it.
If I survive this, I swear I'll never Izmir's beard, it's good to see a friendly face. I never thought I'd find my way out of here. I got separated from my friends. We were drinking at the festival. I guess you could say we overdid it. Then Jofar dared me and Naveen to explore those old catacombs. It was a lark. We didn't expect to find undead right here beneath the city. I'd be very grateful. Jofar's so drunk he ran off after a Draugr. Thought it was a girl he knew. I hope he didn't try to kiss it.
Let's end them.
Good eye.
Better luck next time. Oh, wait.
This is the best party I've been to all night! It's not a party without the Jofar!
You good? Of course you are. Who's better than us? Nobody.
You found my drunken lords. I'll take them off your hands. Lead them back out. You've no idea. I'll take them from here. Thanks for keeping them safe. Good to know not everyone in this country is defenseless. I should think you've gotten quite enough of running blindly into Draugr-filled caves. Let's get out of here.
Oh, yes, please. Let's do get out of here.
But I wanted to punch a
Yofar,
Draugr.
outside is where they keep the mead.
Excellent point. Let's be off then.
Well, that was easy. Come on, Barald.
At last.
Unburden your...
You look capable. You look like a capable sort. You haven't been eaten by Draugr, at any rate. The name is Malana. This is the entrance to Tomb of Lodor, a necromancer of some renown. I intend to raise and destroy him. If you're willing to assist, I'll see to it that the king rewards you. I did, and I will again once Lodor is destroyed. Will you help me? Are you ready to face Lodor? There's the sarcophagus. Open it, quickly. Apologies. I didn't expect Lodor to be so active. I must be certain that Lodor's essence is truly gone. I was afraid of this. Lodor's crown isn't here. It must be nearby. I can feel its dark energy. The undead manifestation of Lodor's lieutenant, Ulfnir Iceblood, guards the antechamber to this room. Perhaps the crown lies with him. Defeat him and search his body. I'll keep searching here.
How are you resisting me? I can't seem to grasp your soul.
Is it done? Do you have it? It's a protection spell. Lodor's soul is still bound to the crown. Quickly, there is no time. Give it to me. Give me the crown! Now! Then you die!
Well, a mortal. Oh, what fun we shall have together! You are foolish to dabble in such dark matters, mortal. I did nothing. She was planning to betray you from the start. But you I can't control. It's as if you don't have a proper soul. What a pair we are. Me trapped in my crown, you trapped in your soulless husk. I hope you're better company than Ulfnir.
your doom!
I heard Tenmar Walk was full of Daedra. You're no milk drinker, that's for sure.
Old Huring's been spreading tales of how you defeated Malana. Very impressive. You've been gone for a while. Tell me you found something useful. Cheating at the Conanliker and the Stormfist clan. They haven't caused this much trouble since... Oh no. This is worse than I feared. We need to determine what's really going on here. While you were completing your mission, another competitor was injured. One of my best. The champion of Windhelm. This just got personal. I have another task for you if you're willing.
No one's allowed inside without authorization. And I don't see your paperwork.
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you let us in.
I want you to enter the next event, the foot race of the 9 Holds. I name you Windhelm's new champion. That should confuse our enemies. If you're willing, go talk to the race organizer Lenning. He's along the western wall. Hurry! Speak to Lenning the Hawk and enter the race. You're good at digging up information. We're better to keep an eye on things than right in the middle of the race. I can't post guards at every tower. And as an outsider that no one has ever heard of, your participation should confuse our enemies.
We have deadlines to meet.
You know the rules. No one's allowed inside without authorization. And I don't see your paperwork.
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you let us in. Come on, help us out here. We have deadlines to meet.
You know the rules. No one's allowed inside without authorization. And I don't see your paperwork.
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you let us in. Come on, help us out here. We have deadlines to meet.
You know the rules. No one's allowed inside without authorization. And I don't see your paperwork.
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you let us in.
One for me.
They're all the same.
Come on, help us out here.
The helmet
We have
and they get all
deadlines to meet.
high and mighty.
You know
It's
the
no
rules.
wonder the
No
palace is
one's allowed
still a
inside
wreck.
without authorization. And I don't see your paperwork.
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you let us in.
And we couldn't stop laughing.
Come on, help us out here. We have deadlines to meet.
You know the rules. No one's allowed inside without authorization. And I don't see your paperwork.
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you let us in. Come on, help us out here. We have deadlines to meet.
You know the rules. No one's allowed inside without authorization. And I don't see your paperwork.
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you let us in.
They're all the same. Give a nod a helmet and they get all high and mighty. It's no wonder the palace is still a wreck.
Come on, help us out here. We have deadlines to meet.
You know the rules. No one's allowed inside without authorization. And I don't see your paperwork.
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you let us in.
Get yourself a drink, and one for me.
Come on, help us out here. We have deadlines to meet.
You know the rules. No one's allowed inside without authorization. And I don't see your paperwork.
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you let us in.
On this quam of water.
Come on, help us out here. We have deadlines to meet.
You know the rules. No one's allowed inside without authorization. And I don't see your paperwork.
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you let us in.
They're all the same. Give an order helmet and they get all high and mighty. It's no wonder the palace is still a wreck.
Come on, help us out here. We have deadlines to meet.
You know the rules. No one's allowed inside without authorization. And I don't see your paperwork.
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you let us in. Come on, help us out here. We have deadlines to meet.
You know the rules. No one's allowed inside without authorization. And I don't see your paperwork.
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you let us in. Come on, help us out here. We have deadlines to meet.
You know the rules. No one's allowed inside without authorization. And I don't see your paperwork.
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you let us in. Come on, help us out here. We have deadlines to meet.
You know the rules. No one's allowed inside without authorization. And I don't see your paperwork.
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you let us in.
My eyes look red to you. We couldn't stop laughing. And we couldn't stop laughing.
Come on, help us out here. We have deadlines to meet.
You know the rules. No one's allowed inside without authorization. And I don't see your paperwork.
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you let us in.
They're all the same. Give a nod a helmet and they get all high and mighty. It's no wonder the palace is still a wreck.
Get yourself a drink. And one for me.
Come on, help us
They're
out here.
all the same.
We have deadlines to
Give
meet.
a nod a helmet and they get
You
all
know the
high
rules.
and mighty.
No one's allowed inside
It's no
without
wonder the
authorization.
palace is still a
And
wreck.
I don't see your paperwork.
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you let us in. Come on, help us out here. We have deadlines to meet.
You know the rules. No one's allowed inside without authorization. And I don't see your paperwork.
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you let us in.
I need another
I can
glass.
still remember. Better have another.
My end grows near.
Come on, help us out here. We have deadlines to meet.
You know the rules. No one's allowed inside without authorization. And I don't see your paperwork.
Let us in.
Too much.
This is on straight.
I haven't had enough.
Did you bring more wine?
Hell! Selling, buying, trading right here.
This is the most revolting display of power eating that I've ever
What
witnessed.
interesting customs you Nords have. Drink too much and throw up, all to honor your king.
Oh, looky here.
If you're not participating in the race of the 9 holds, please stand back. I see. Thane Mara is playing her political games again. No matter. As the last racer to arrive, you get to light the starting flare. Get ready. The race begins as soon as you ignite the flare. Rules. Haven't you ever ran a race before? You have to run along the outer walls of the city and must pass through each of the 9 towers along the walls. 1 for each hold in Skyrim. The first racer to pass through the 9th tower wins the event.
Greetings to you both.
Thanks. It's the rare soul who stops to help an opponent. Treachery. An orcish arrow. Poisoned. I drank a potion, but it didn't help. I'm finished. It's too late for me. You need to listen. I saw where the assassin fled. To the south, away from the city. They must be hiding nearby. Avenge me, champion. Avenge!
Tread lightly. What happened to you? You were doing so well. Why'd you stop running? Another murder? In broad daylight? Thane Mara just left and she wants to speak to you. And she needs to hear about this anyway. Hurry and meet her in front of the palace.
What kind of monster orders our hatchlings murdered?
What a race! I saw some of it, and I was informed of the outcome. I have eyes throughout the city, of course. Another blasted attack. You showed compassion, abandoning the race to aid another. Empathy is worth as much as strength, in my opinion. Now about Hadring. We need to find his killers and bring them to justice. Someone must have seen something during the race. The assassins fled after their cowardly attack. But every rat has a hole to hide in. You must find that hole. I don't want you to just find the assassins. I want you to hunt them down like the rabid dogs they are and dispatch them with haste and extreme prejudice. Do we understand each other, champion? I'm taking the gauntlets off and granting you the authority to do whatever is necessary to deal with these assassins. I name you as Justice Carl of Windhelm. Dispense your authority as needed and deal with this as quickly as you can. Well done. I'll mobilize the guard to prevent any more Stormfists from getting into the city. Go south and find the assassins. Bring me back something I can show to King Yoren to let him know we've taken care of this problem.
We have deadlines to meet.
You know the rules. No one's allowed inside without authorization. Just one more. Split up!
Aid me!
Charge!
Oh, if only you could see yourself. You're covered in it.
Just one more, and another after that.
Let's get out there.
More drink over here.
You know the rules. No one's allowed inside without authorization. And I don't see your paperwork.
The guards found more caches of weapons hidden around the city, but nothing else. I hope you had better luck. King Yoren's exiled brother Fieldgore used to run the Stormfist Brigade. That's his symbol added to the Stormfist emblem. And these orders... Fieldgore has returned to Skyrim. King Yoren must be told. Hopefully it's not too late.
Come on, help us out here. We have deadlines to meet.
You know the rules. No one's allowed inside without authorization. And I don't see your people.
Are you daft? I don't believe this. Just earn yourself. I'm not leaving until you let us in. Come on, help us out here. We have deadlines to meet.
You know the rules. No one's allowed inside without authorization. And I don't see your people.
Fildgor is King Yoren's twin brother. When Queen Nirnhill fell in battle, the brothers joined forces to defeat the Akaviri, but then they fought over the throne. Yoren won the day and exiled his brother. Now Fildgor has returned. What does any exile want? Needless to say, to announce his presence in this manner can't bode well for King Yoren. The final event has started in the Hall of Trials. I'll send guards to the camp. You need to go to the hall and help the king. Hurry, to the Hall of Trials. You must protect King Yoren at all costs.
Your prowess is impressive, champion. Come up here
king,
so that...
The Stormfist cheated. These Nords have been poisoned.
Your brother Fildgor sends his greetings, false king. He wants you to know that he has returned from exile to claim what is his by birth and by right. Your rule is over, pretender. Prepare to die.
Poison, Fildgor. What is the meaning of this? Guards, seize that woman!
For Fildgor! For the rightful king of Skyrim! Show no ma-
Let's see what you're made of.
The Stormfist bastards did their worst. Yet I'm still alive! Thanks to you. This was a message from my brother. One I wasn't meant to survive. I feared this day would come. A mere scratch. Nothing more. The Stormfist clan's assassins are dead, and that's good enough for me. I guess I've become too complacent, while Fildgor's hatred has obviously deepened and festered. After dear Nirnhild fell in battle, my brother and I threw back the invaders. Afterward, we disagreed on who should succeed our sister. I believed in diplomacy and wisdom. Fildgor believes in rule by force. I couldn't let him take the throne. When I won the throne, I was forced to exile Fildgor. He never forgave me for that. So I assume he returned to take the throne. I wonder what he has promised his Stormfist and Orc allies. I need to think about this. Please tell Thane Mera that I'm fine.
You're back. Tell me, is King Yoren well?
Come on, help us out here. We have deadlines to meet.
You know the rules. No one's allowed inside without authorization. And I don't see your paperwork.
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you let us in.
You're back. Tell me, is King Yoren well? That's good to hear. You don't know how relieved I am by this news. You risked your life even though you had no duty to uphold or vow to keep. To me, that makes you the champion of the day.
Come on, help us out here. We have deadlines to meet.
You know the rules. No one's allowed inside without authorization. and I don't see your paperwork.
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you let us in.
While you were aiding the king, a runner arrived from Fort Morvenskar. The fort is under attack. Fieldgore and the Stormfist clan are certainly behind the attack. It can't be mere coincidence. Windhelm must be protected, but we can't abandon the fort. It makes sense strategically, but we weren't prepared for this. We weren't expecting to fight a war while the Pact leaders were in council. I need your help. Captain Hamar sent the runner. Report to him. Find out what's going on at the fort. You upheld my honor and the honor of Windhelm. This Ebonheart Pact is worth more than I hoped. May all your enemies fall before you.
They're all the same. Give a nod a helmet and they get all high and mighty. It's no wonder the palace is still a wreck.
Merchant with a great house.
Another dose of the cure.
Building up a staff. Good thinking.
It's about time Windhelm sent someone. What took you so long? Just you? I hope you're tougher than you look. Sorry, I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but we're in trouble out here. The Stormfists came out of nowhere and forced us to retreat from the fort. We escaped, as did Lieutenant Koruni and a few of her soldiers. I don't know what the Stormfists want, but we haven't seen that clan around here for almost a decade. Koruni sent word that she plans to sneak into the central barracks. If you could liberate the soldiers that were captured during the battle, you could assist the lieutenant when she tries to retake the barracks.
Good luck freeing our soldiers. I'll stay here and wait for the detachment from Windhelm to arrive.
Useful. Hold on to that.
Captain Hamar and Lieutenant Koruni finally sent someone to get me out of this? It's about time. Thanks. I'm on my way.
Got your back. You could brew something nice with that.
Healer!
Have you come to kill me? Do your worst. I won't bow to field gore. Thanks. I'll see you there. Not leave the fortress. Go any further, I will need to return to the barracks.
Here we go.
Watch it!
Finally! Hurry up and untie me. I want to get out there and crack some heads. All right. I won't crack any heads until the lieutenant says so. I'll meet you at the barracks.
I'm burning up. I need...
Thank Kain. I thought the captain forgot about me.
I'm on my way.
You could craft something nice with that.
I haven't much longer.
burning up.
You rescued my soldiers. For that, you have my thanks. We are ready to take back the barracks. I need you to deal with the invaders' commander, the Nord called Halskar. Find his orders. We need to know what's going on. They should be someplace safe, not far from wherever you find the lout. I had a feeling about you. Glad to see that I was right. Now follow us.
Should have been more prepared. That'll teach them not to cross us.
Just keep breathing.
I am Nirnhild, Queen of the Nords. I come to you from Sovngarde with an urgent demand. The relics you took from that strongbox were stolen from the royal tombs beneath Fort Morvenskar. Return the relics to their rightful places in the tombs below, of course. What else would you do with them? Accomplish this task, and I shall forever be in your debt. Meet me behind this building, at the entrance to the tombs. I shall wait for you there.
Just tell me. I'll pull through. The barracks are clear. How did you fare against Halskar? Let me look at those orders. I see. Those dogs came up through the crypts. That's how they surprised us. It says something here about their true prize being in the crypts below. I wonder what they could be after. These orders make it sound like the Stormfist wants something from inside the royal crypts. And they were actually signed by Fildgor Orkthane. That means the Skald King's traitorous brother has returned. Just what I know. Skyrim's royal family and their honored servants are interned below. Well, the dead ones anyway. The fort was built to protect the crypts. They are precious relics to be sure, but nothing to make these brigands risk so much. Well, there you have it. Thievery and desecration. Still, these orders seem to imply there's more to it than that. Perhaps you could go below, return these items, and make sure everything is all right. The entrance is behind this building. Go on, check out the crypts. We'll handle things up here.
Good to get stocked up.
I've been waiting for you to arrive. The relics you recovered are very important. When they were removed, it disturbed the Draugr below. Please return the relics to their proper resting places. There's nothing simple about this matter. You must return the relics to the exact spot they were taken from. Inspect each chamber carefully, for there will be clues as to the proper placement. I can advise you, but I know little of these relics. Who else would I be, mortal? Recent events have called me back from Sovngarde, but I am still my people's beloved queen. Now, don't you have some relics to put back in the tomb?
That's it?
This chamber contains the remains of the honored cupbearers who served the rulers of Skyrim. I believe so. The old Nord Cup symbolizes and honors the servants who perform the thankless duty of providing for the needs of each generation's royal family. All I can tell you is that the cup holds the key. Examine it carefully and choose wisely. This chamber contains the remains of the honored cupbearers, who served the rulers. I believe so. The old Nord cup symbolizes and honors the servants who perform the thankless duty of providing for the needs of each generation's royal family. All I can tell you is that the cup holds the key. Examine it carefully and choose wisely. That appears to be the correct altar. Very good. I will see you in the next chamber. The book you carry belongs on this pedestal. However, a page was torn out when it was plundered. This chamber contains the remains of advisors who served the throne. Trusted counselors, viziers, and shamans are buried here. The book contains a collection of ancient Nord proverbs. As you can see, a page has been torn out. But that was not the only book damaged when the Stormfists invaded this chamber. You need to find the correct page to restore that ancient book. Read the book and any pages you find. Matching a torn page with the writing in the book should be simple enough for one of your experience and skills. Excellent. Who knew you could read ancient Nord? One chamber remains. Mine. Bring my amulet and meet me there. This is wrong. Something is terribly, terribly wrong. My body. The crown of Freydis. They should both be here, but they are gone. No. Layers of magical protection engulf the interred. Any Stormfist that tried to even touch my body would have been obliterated. Only those of royal blood could have... No. My brother. Has all honor deserted him? Why would he do such a thing? Fildgor! Go, quickly. Perhaps you can catch him before he gets away. You must retrieve my mortal remains and my crown.
Make sure that no one gets past you, Shakul. Cover my escape.
You're
too
going
late
to
to
regret this.
Fildor has his prize. He's in cradle.
Better overstocked than under.
Ah, you're back. Lieutenant Karuni's plan worked perfectly. And she says she owes her success to you. Good job. While you were in the tomb, Karuni launched a strike against the invaders from the barracks. A detachment of soldiers arrived from Windhelm just in time to help us take back the fort. It is indeed, and thank you for your help, my friend. As long as we hold Fort Morvenskar, you are welcome here.